Manufactured products have several advantages, some of which include increasing shelf life and making them easier to prepare. Sometimes there is added value. For example, fortified foods have extra nutrients that are important for children, pregnant women and the elderly, among others. Many of the packaged foods and beverages are made with combined nutrients for them to help consumers achieve the desired effect. And this is part of the reason why they have nutritional fact labels. How often do you pay attention to these labels while shopping? If you are one who does not, here is why you need to start.
Because that is where the value of the food that you're buying is. Usually the front bit is very misleading. The front bit is very misleading because it's what they use to sell to us. They will use maybe just a picture, something healthy, something, and then that is what you look at first.
The labels have key components including serving size, calories and nutrients in their quantities.
First, they will show you what nutrients are in the food that you're buying. Of course, it is processed. So it is processed. There are so many other ingredients that are involved. It's not a whole food. You're going to find the protein, you're going to find vitamins, you're going to find many things. But then how do you know? And then you need to know the quantities of what is in there. All that is on the nutrition fact panel. Be conscious when you're buying to understand the nutrition value and how many calories you're taking in. For example, this has per serving has 180 calories. So as a consumer, we assume that the whole tin is 180 calories. It's only 2 spoons that are 180 calories. So at the end of that day, for you when you're consuming so much than what you're supposed to do. The quantities usually, they start with the biggest, then to the lowest as you're going down. So you can know what is there that is more. So if you need a protein, then you will know what you're taking. But they can tell you this is something that has protein when it is actually the last one on the list.
Wako further explains how you can determine the most important nutrients from the least important.
The first 3 are the major ones. The others are they are not major because they just put a little bit of it. So it's confusing when you get a nutrition fact that has a whole line of things, then that is very, very processed. I'd rather less, like 3 or 2 or 4. Then you'll exactly know what you're taking home.
The labels are intended to make it easier for you to make quick, informed food choices that contribute to a healthy diet. It also makes it easier to compare similar foods to see which is healthier.
You need to take time and read and understand calories, fat, total sugars, fiber, salt, and if you know what you're looking for, then you'll actually end up with the right product.
In most cases, when I go to the supermarket, what I mind most on seeing is the expiry date of the product, but I don't mind looking at other things.
Excess consumption of some nutrients like cholesterol, trans fats, sugars has been linked to chronic diseases, whereas the intake of excess calories is linked to obesity and its related complications.
You end up having type 2 diabetes, all the chronic diseases that we are seeing these days is because of our eating habits.
Wako, however, says one can choose to forego processed foods.
Manufacturers know they'll confuse you with many words, with many things, grams and watts and everything, and you do not understand. If you want to lose weight, for example, and you are not willing to change your lifestyle, then you are not going to do anything about your weight. Because weight management is an approach to a healthy lifestyle, which will involve healthy eating, physical exercises, good quality sleep, drinking lots of water.
Walter Mwesije, NTV.
Thank you.